Hello, my name is Joshua Clairflag from Watch It All About, and in this video we're going to look at the Hamilton Khaki Field Mechanical 38mm. Founded in Lancaster, Pennsylvania 1892, Hamilton have a rich heritage in the watch industry. Originally serving the railway market with pocket watches, at the turn of World War I they turned their attention to the more convenient wristwatch. They served the American troops there all the way through to World War II. This watch is an homage to the brand's impressive military heritage. Ultimately, a field watch comes down to two key features. Firstly, the distinctive aesthetics. Secondly, durability. They're designed to be a no-nonsense, rugged wear, and obviously as they were originally purposed for the military, simplicity, legibility and toughness is a must. The 38mm diameter makes it a really easy wear. However, the 47mm lug-to-lug length is actually a little bit longer than I was expecting. You can see here visually the lugs are actually quite pronounced, quite long, and it leaves this little space in between the end of the strap and also the case. However, saying that, on my 7-inch wrist, which is a fairly average size, it's so comfortable to wear, well balanced, has a timeless appeal. A blasted finish is a very durable and resilient option to go for. Exactly what you want with a watch like this, and to me it's a nice refreshing alternative to the usual finishes you always see, such as polished or brushed. Sitting on top of the Khaki Field Mechanical is a domed sapphire crystal, which interestingly has a really nice hue to it that is reminiscent of the acrylic crystals that would have been fitted to those watches of yesteryear. Now the weight is deceptively light at a mere 60 grams, and when you couple that with the nice diameter and the incredibly slender height of only 9.5mm, it's a watch that is so easy to wear all day long. The dial is vintage field watch through and through. Firstly, notice that we have twin hour tracks, which allows easy reference to all 24 hours, which is obviously very important in the military. It's a really high contrast dial too, with a jet black base to it and pure white markings for excellent visibility. The hour and minute hands are a subtle sword shape with a really nice curvaceous point to them, alongside a simple stick seconds hand with a cute little arrow tip and a disc counterweight at the other end. For a military watch, I'm sure you'll agree that legibility in the dark is paramount, but unfortunately this is probably the key aspect of the watch that I would like to see improved, because the strength of the loom is probably average at best. The Hamilton Khaki Field is available in two versions, which are more or less exactly the same apart from one key thing, the movement within. They were originally available with the ETA 2804-2 movement. However, Hamilton have started loading these watches with their own H-50 movement. Now this is basically a modified ETA stock movement, but what they've done is they've managed to increase the power reserve to a pretty impressive 80 hours. Hand wind movements by nature tend to be really tough and hardy. Now don't forget, because it is hand wind only, it's not automatic winding, you do have to wind it, otherwise it will inevitably stop. However, because of the impressive 80-hour power reserve, you only have to wind it twice a week rather than a standard ETA movement, for instance, which would have to be every other day. Now, if you're like me and you do forget to wind your watches, that is a great plus point of this impressive movement. Obviously, because it is a hand wind only movement, you do inevitably need to use the crown a lot. Now thankfully, the crown on this watch is an absolute joy to use. It's perfectly sized, it has amazing grip, and it also has the Hamilton logo really nicely embossed on the end. When you rotate it, it's just so smooth, it gives a beautiful buttery feel. Obviously that's aided by the decent solid movement within. With canvas or fabric straps, I don't know about you, but I always find there's two key sections which always suffer from wear and tear quicker than anywhere else on the strap. That is the holes and also the keepers. Now Hamilton have really cleverly reinforced these two weak spots, as you can see here, with stainless steel hardware. First of all with little eyelets and also a completely steel keeper loop here. As a result of these two improvements, you're going to get a much longer lifespan from your strap. Drilled through lugs are another nod to the historical influence of this watch. They're not really used too much nowadays because watch manufacturers prefer a much more clean and smooth look. However, there's no no denying that they provide a really convenient way of changing the straps. It also supports this tool-like characteristic of the watch. The screw and caseback is modestly plain with the Hamilton logo set against a blasted finish with various specifications surrounding it. It continues the no-nonsense ethos of the entire watch. So what are my final thoughts on this beautiful watch? Well, the Hamilton Khaki Field has got a reputation for a reason. Both the brand and this model in particular have a rich heritage that towers over all other affordable field watches. Nothing compares to it. It's in a league of its own. It's got handsome looks, unrivaled history, it's Swiss made, it's got that impressive hand crank modified H50 movement, 80-hour power reserve. Did I mention the price? All of that for under £400. What an incredible amount of watch for the money. Honestly, if you're after a field watch, there is no other choice. So there you have it, the Hamilton Khaki Field. Thank you so much for watching. Links to buy this watch will be below in the description. Drop a comment as well. What do you think about this amazing watch? Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to see more videos like this. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.